I cut people off from the middle of conversation.
Free the duck. Free the duck.
Welcome to DMDRPG, your one chop shopper's chop shop. Don't tell the Popo. I think I've maybe done that right one time this whole series. Just
one for seven ain't bad.
It's part of my personality now. This is Next to Nothing, an Everyday Heroes Ghostbusters story, and it is, like Pierce said, number 7. What's up?
Lucky 7.
If this is the first time you're tuning in, you could maybe go back and watch the other ones. They're available on the YouTube, along with a fuck ton of other stuff. We also have a Discord where we cast for our fuck ton of other stuff. We currently have a Hunter, the Reckoning cast sign up situation going on. Raise your hand if you've signed up.
I'm signing up. Does that count?
You can half raise. Like raise a pinky.
It's not on a day I can play.
That's so sad.
Dang.
So sad. Yeah, if you're interested, join us. I'd like to have you. And that's it. That's all my announcements. I'm joined by Brad with no R.
Hello.
William Chambers. Chef as Teddy Gonski. Glenn Dizzle as Jerry Tanner. Pierce as Jerry Lee Spencer. And the Lou Shock as Zoe Rome. I bet you guys remember what happened last game. I bet you do.
Have to?
I bet you do. I'm going to take volunteers. Anyone want to go first?
I got in trouble.
You did.
You did. You did.
Yeah.
You sure did.
Yeah, I did.
You sure did, champ.
But we worked through it to a degree. And Just Jerry is now minding his P's and Q's.
Good. Chef.
What didn't we do?
It's just going to be repeat Thursday, right? Someone getting in trouble? Must be Thursday.
Yes, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. We spun the wheel of dumb decisions, and it landed on me.
Who's we?
Because we, the group, spun the wheel, landed on me, because I'm the one who, tried to talk his way through a supernatural stick-up at Ye Old Bank that ended with at least one spectral gunshot to the chest.
Yeah. You thought a single Sacagawea coin would disarm a trio of bandits.
No. I was trying to find
And you didn't sign up for the credit card. Brad, what happened last time?
Oh man, she was so focused.
Yeah, I know.
She needs that.
Let's see.
I'm gonna name drop her in the survey.
Let's go over the important parts of that. 1, he refused to shut up when told. 2, he made a bank teller cry because he asked her to pet. Promised her she could pet his bunny later.
That was
he decided to finally grow a pair at the weirdest goddamn time and just stare at a ghost and be like, who's got a gun, and be like, at a girl's head and be like, no, I won't get on the ground.
I said no thank you. I was polite.
Has no thank you worked before?
Wait, has no thank you ever worked for your characters? Ever.
No polite.
Thank you worked for me once.
All I've said is he was polite. I didn't say it was effective.
Meanwhile, William Chambers had to keep modifying his plan on the fly as Gonski somehow magically counteracted everything he was trying to do as if he was a spy working against him.
Everybody has their strengths, okay? Thank Miss Cricket, Brad, and Lou. You each have an extra care.
Oh, thank you.
Pierce, they miss anything?
Oh man. Oh yeah, a whole bunch. So when somebody was heading out to do some stuff earlier, they found out that there was a weird ass time bubble where apparently a big section of the city's just gone, and it's now field and a wooden bridge or wooden fence and some pretty cool horses, and just was gonna go check to see if it was also affecting underground, and then we got a call in from the police that there was said
it was the police. It was a former client. Former client. Who,
it was. That's right. They called from the active stick up.
Yeah.
And then they got harangued by the lady.
Yep.
Having the worst day ever.
Yeah, the police were there. That's what I'm thinking of. The police were there. They were
clueless,
unable to do stuff because they ain't Ghostbusters.
And Lou, anything else?
Well, I'm kicking myself for not taking the PKE meter with me to the interview with Winnie to make sure she's okay after being missing but not missing, and Zoe also needs to work on her people skills when dealing with paranoid conspiracy theorists that she sort of got pissed off at when he was trying to not reply to her, and so therefore she's probably burnt that information bridge. But everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. We'll fix it in post.
I'd almost forgotten about that. Not gonna lie. Thank you for reminding me.
Knife thrower now.
No.
Thank you. You're so sweet.
These ghosts.
So honest.
So I love you, Jen.
I love you.
She's still gonna ghost you, so watch out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna forget.
Different kind of ghosting. Different kind.
When we left off, there was a bit of an action shot. William Chambers launching himself over the counter under the guise of hiding from gunfire. Teddy Gonski getting shot in the vest. And now we're just gonna leap straight into it based on this here turn order, which means, Zoe, what the hell are you doing?
Is it safe to say, while there's this wonderful discussion of getting a Sacagawea gold coin, that Zoe probably set up the camera to film on its own because she's probably going to prioritize getting these hostages out of here before protons and ghost bullets go flying, possibly?
Yeah, sure. But where is she going to set up the camera?
Probably on the back of, probably on, come on, you're gonna click. No, of course not, you're not gonna click.
No, I saw the little blip. I will tell you that if you set it up there, that won't have a lot of view of the action.
Okay, then where would be because I'm assuming the deposit desk.
Because these right here are like chairs, so they're kind of low. Deposit desk or like this table over here would probably be the two best places.
Yeah, let's just do the deposit desk because she's worried about this one customer that's next to Gonski and Jerry. Just because. Yeah.
Just because.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because. Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. So move yourself where you would be because you would have some time to set that up in like step.
Okay.
Do you intend to do anything else this turn? Or are you just getting kind of into place?
Would she be able to just like sort of quietly get the attention of this customer to be like, move your way over towards me?
Yeah, roll stealth.
Okay.
Let's see how quietly.
Let's see.
Please.
Come on.
Hey.
Oh, fuck Jesus. Yeah.
No one knows she's there.
I will even say that you are so sneaky that you are able to get their attention like from the safety of some distance. So this person will walk like this way a couple steps. Because that's all I can think of to reward the fucking 20.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Annex Annie.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
She's back behind the counter still with now William and this other employee. She's going to pull one of the knives off of her hip and just give it a little flip, eyeballing the customers as they duck down and kind of panic. She's not going to attack this time, but she is going to look down at William like, honey, looking a little scared there, huh? This your first time? Doc Adler. Seeing Jerry Tanner kind of sneak up behind Gonski, he's going to swap his aim and try to fire at the at just Jerry. Is 18 hit?
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
Pew pew. It's weird. You feel it like hit your body. You're pretty sure it's going to leave a bruise. Then you feel it travel through your body, leaving like a little circle of goo, a little ecto goo right there.
Does the armor we had do anything with that?
Armor doesn't kick in until you're on your
that's right.
last HPs.
Yeah. I got the goo on me.
You do. And Bullseye Gentry. He is going to
8 points.
1, 2. He's going to back up here and shoot out Jerry Lee Spencer. Since we're doing this.
All right.
Going in on the Jerrys.
Oh, that hits.
Jesus.
I'm spending all my good rolls.
I'm not mad at it.
The fact that that's
I'll take my
not a crit
2
is
damage.
surprising.
28 hit points.
Same thing to you. You feel it hit and then just like, ooh, slide through your body. It's off-putting.
Yeah.
Jerry Tanner, what you doing?
Who was Bullseye who shot me?
No, Doc shot you.
Doc.
Oh, Doc shot me.
But
all right.
Doc has an employee right next to him. With his arm around her, oddly enough.
That sucks.
Doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna hop up on the edge of the thing. I'm gonna try to rip the employee away from Doc.
Okay.
I guess athletics.
Yep.
Boop.
Jeez.
Hey.
Wow.
I don't think I can beat that. I can't beat that. You do manage to rip the employee away. Are you trying to pull them? Are you trying to pull her up onto the counter?
Yeah, over here between me and William, on top of the counter.
Okay. I will say that if you do that, that's going to be it for your turn.
That's
because
fine.
breaking the grapple is step 1, and then pulling her up onto the counter is step 2.
I'm cool with that.
Okay. Then you do, in fact, manage to rob him of his current hostage. William.
I'll be sure to shout, Teddy, get him!
All right, let's see. So she asked me if it was my first time. I'll smile at her and give her a wink. Not really. Stand up. And look at the employee that she's got next to her. And we're going to try something here. I'm going to try to command her. Man, is it a man or a woman?
Woman.
Woman. Ma'am, if you could move along, please, and give me and the lady a little bit of time.
Okay.
Tried to command her to take a move action and get away and see if Annie will let the flirting commence.
We found the bard, y'all. We found the bard.
It has nothing to do with your command, but I'm going to have you roll...
That's fair.
Persuasion. Basically to see if you can keep Annie's attention off what you're doing.
All right. When it has double next to it, that means I have advantage? Or what does that mean on the sheet?
It's an extra like plus.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
So you just roll like normal.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
30-20.
Yeah, no, Annie's way too busy flirting. We'll just put employee over there. She like slides through the little like flippy door, eyes wide, like she doesn't understand what's happening, but she's not gonna turn her back on it.
I'm doing my best to get them
Like,
out of the line of fire.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's my action. And
I don't
stood up
know.
from my
Sometimes
room.
you just keep talking. Okay, Brad.
Well,
Sometimes there's
well, I
more
could-
things.
This is true. This is true. I don't know who I'm gonna give bonuses to right now, though.
Fair. Jerry Lee.
Huh.
I would
Oh,
give
there's
it
a
to
free
Gons.
action?
I usually give it to Gonski, but I'm not feeling it this time.
Focus on your flirting there, Romeo.
Well, as soon as I've been shot, that's permission to engage. So we're gonna go ahead and draw and fire. Oh,
On
bullseye.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, flap, zap, zap. 21.
Ooh.
That is enough to hit. That is 3 points of damage. You light him up, and he looks a little confused for a second. Like, that is no gun he ever saw before. Cowboy hat even, like, kind of, like, pops up.
Yeah,
like,
a hole in his
the
forehead.
kinetic.
Hmm.
You see straight through to the wall behind him.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
I assume it's a move to draw my weapon, so I guess I'm here.
It is. Okay.
Yep.
Teddy.
Well, since it was the doc who shot me, right?
Sure was.
Okay. I'm gonna net him.
Okay.
I got told, and I quote, "Get him, Gonski." So I'm gonna whip out that net and see if I can actually redeem its honor. Because we both know I don't have any anymore.
Please. Don't do the funny thing.
Which part?
You'll know. Hell yeah.
That is
Hits.
that is a tie.
Damn.
And I go by Matt's rules. Tie goes to the defender.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a carry you'd like to use to reroll?
I think I have a few, but I remember also hearing you say something like, if you don't use it, yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
you
I
can't
don't
just
know.
you cannot
That's
just
why
like
I don't think I have that.
pack rat them the whole season.
Oh, if only. Oh,
I'd have so many.
Damn.
Okay,
I just
so is
don't
that a
use
no?
them.
That seems like a no.
In that case, no, I do not have
Okay.
a care to use on this one right now.
Okay. He manages to just in time, like almost comically, like huh, out of the way.
He knows a tiny net is a death sentence.
He's been caught
Okay.
before.
So, I still have a move action here.
You do. You can move.
If I were to try to jump and tackle him onto the net,
That's an attack, not a move.
that's why I was asking.
You have movement,
can't-
not an attack.
Yeah, I can't hit you with a hammer. Fine, I'll hit the hammer with you.
I'll hit the hammer with you.
In that case, considering where everybody is, I'll probably stay where I think I'm gonna back up about 5 feet in the interest of getting a good running tackle over
Next
this.
time?
Yes, over this nice little counter right here.
Okay. Oh, gee.
God damn it.
Random hurt.
Oh.
Gee.
Oh no.
Hey, Zoe,
Watch
what
your
you want to do?
ankles.
I'm going to move the customer out the door, basically making sure that I am between them and the ghost, just in case the ghost decide to try to take some pot shots.
Okay. You fucking critted your stealth roll, so you can roll,
Okay.
move your movement maximum.
Okay.
Each square is 5
Okay.
feet, so.
Okay, it should be 30 to get me to the door.
And they
Go
will
ahead.
be like a couple steps behind you.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at you being a hero.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Big damn heroes.
Ain't we just?
Annie reaches out and gives your hair a little ruffle. William,
Okay.
you actually feel like your hair move
That's fine.
with the motion of her hand.
It's not the size of the hand that counts.
But she rears back her hand with the knife. And, yeah, she'll go for Jerry Lee. He's got the weird gun with the string.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh. No, I won't use that yet.
But you can't tell she's got one of those with secret little hearts on it that's Cupid style.
Here we go.
Nope.
That might not hit.
Nope.
Jerry Lee, you see like a little gold dagger fly right past your head as you are rustling to maintain contact with Bullseye. Doc. He sees Teddy back up with, the pretty clear intent of launching himself over this counter. So he fires again.
Shit. Woo!
And
You want to throw on that hurt there you got to?
go ahead and add 1 for Cheese random hurt. So make that 12 damage.
Ow.
Still up.
Hell yeah! There we go.
Not very well, but still up.
I was like, oh man, he said 4 hours. What time?
I told you.
Ooh.
And Bullseye gonna shoot at Jerry Lee. Because what in tarnation? Let's Bullseye shoot. Okay. 12, I bet that doesn't hit either.
Nope.
He is struggling to keep in his place. Oh, I was supposed to see if he can get out of the grapple.
Yeah, you were.
Nope. Sure can't. his arm is like swinging wildly as you try to maintain hold on him, and you do. And he misses. Jerry Tanner.
All right.
Up on the bank counter. One arm grasping the back of the employee's shirt. Hi, Artie. Miss you.
Miss you.
I tell the employee, run straight down, pointing down the countertop. There we go. Words.
That happens.
She just nods dumbly at you, and she intends to.
And I will attempt to get Doc with the proton stream.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything weird.
What? Are you okay?
Just a straight roll.
That is not enough. That's not enough. He deftly dodges that proton stream too. Like he saw you coming. He saw what happened to Bullseye, and he was like, "Nope.
Don't point that thing at me."
All right. Did you want to take movement or anything?
No.
Okay. William.
Let's see. We are going to command the how do I ping that one?
Uh-huh.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a command that one. You should probably get out of there before that weird guy starts creepily hitting on you too.
High five!
It's just like a tiny, like very corporate young man in like a button-up shirt.
I say it dead serious. Dead serious.
And he's a wild card. We don't know what he does.
You need to get out of there before he starts hitting on you next.
He like.
You want to come see my bunny?
Let's see. This employee, the employee Jerry Tanner talked to, moves to the end of the counter, and then this one kind of timidly creeps, like kind of half hiding from Annie behind you, William.
Mhm.
Like clearly planning on
And,
like crawling over the counter, but like Bullseye's right there, but like the other employees blocking his way. He's gonna follow your instructions.
Well, it's fine because like my move action, especially since she's moved over there to run, that he's just gonna step between her to get closer to Annie.
Okay.
Act like he's
Okay.
You gonna
And
do the
just being-
lean? Do the
yeah,
lean.
yeah. No, he's doing the lean. He'll do the lean,
Okay.
and he'll be like, you're pretty good with those knives. You're pretty handy with those knives.
Perfect. And Jerry Lee Spencer.
The flirtations are
I
real.
have a question.
I hope I have an
The
answer.
photon pack is essentially ranged grappling, right?
Kind of.
Yes.
Because it holds them in place and keeps them from. If I hit with attack, can I forego damage and move the target a space or two?
I will allow it.
Sweet. See if I hit.
You do.
20. Is that hit?
You do. Where you wanna move him?
What I want to do is move Bullseye from there
Mhm.
to, I want to say over here more of, to kind of give employees and such a safer
More
way to get out
space.
where I'm in the way. Yeah.
Okay.
So they don't have to worry about that.
Okay. So you like double down your grip on the little pack handle, like throwing all of your strength and body weight, and you do manage to basically haul Bullseye back behind Teddy.
It's back of the hand. I wonder if this will work. Oh, man, it's working.
If I get
Keep
shot in
going.
the back,
Just
so
don't
help me
botch, I
God.
guess.
Well, he's
Or
got a 20 to
do.
get out of this break, so
It's fine.
can also move there.
Yeah, that's fine. You can hop over the counter.
Well, I was sitting on the counter talking to the ghost.
Ah, that's right. Just hop off the counter.
Yeah.
Okay. Teddy?
Flying tackle!
Okay.
Please
Roll
beef this
athletics.
I'm just waiting for it. I'm just
Please
waiting
beef this
for it.
athletics
Yep.
roll.
Fingers crossed.
I might intervention. I don't know. It could be funny. I still got those today in the month, right?
Come on,
You do.
nerdery.
You know.
Here comes the nerd.
Oh, 15.
Oh,
It's
that
actually
is
better than I thought it was going to be.
that is enough to hit him. It's not going to do much damage though. Roll a d4.
But remember, I'm not just trying to do damage here. I'm also trying to like make him go back onto the net behind him. Hopefully, that will also do something.
The ghost.
The ghost?
Yes.
Here's the thing.
ghost.
Here's the thing though.
Oh God.
They ain't got no meat.
It can't really grapple him because he'll be standing on it and he's shooting. But roll a d4 for damage per turn he's standing on it.
Oh, yeah.
1.
Yep.
He stumbles back, does like, let me move him so he is back. Does like a little antsy dance. As it
Hopefully
kind
that'll
of
be enough.
feels like the bottom of his feet are getting kind of tased.
Hopefully that's enough to distract him while shooting.
No, just as damage.
Well, considering where I'm standing, I'm really hoping.
You chose to be there. You knew what this was.
I'm not pretending any way otherwise.
Zoe.
You control the buttons.
I
you
completely
press.
expected you to fly through him.
So did I, actually.
Thanks,
So
man.
did I. I was gonna grab
Then
the net and
then
throw it
you'll
on him again if
succeed.
I could have, but
Just land
Well,
on the
you
ground
could have
covered
if you
in
didn't-
goo.
If you didn't knock him back so he's standing on it.
Lucky you
Right.
ain't laying on it yourself.
Zoe, what you doing? Keeping
I'm going to move the customer that followed me out the door, make sure he's out there safe,
Okay.
and then I will move over to, let's see, 30 feet would be over to here, and just like sort of motion for the customers to basically come around the table towards me and hopefully begin to usher them out the door that way. Again, making sure if the ghosts do try to do something, I will be the one taking the bullet, basically.
Okay.
Rather than the customers.
You pop the door open for this customer to escape, and they do. And when you look outside, there's like a whole cadre of police officers just like staring in.
It's okay, we're professionals.
Roll stealth again to grab your next customer.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm only so nice about a 20.
Dang.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noted.
Would she have advantage because I'm kind of a problem right now?
You don't even
Question?
know. You don't even know who's rolling to notice her.
I'm not. Oh no, there's a fourth ghost.
Just saying.
Dang.
Everybody could potentially see her.
Okay.
So.
I got my fancy future weapons.
I have done nothing violent towards these wonderful ghost type characters. Me and Chambers are completely innocent. We've not dive bombed them at all.
They shot me first.
They just happen to be here.
He shot me first.
I am of the feminine persuasion. I am meek and
Gonski's
mild.
obviously in charge.
Yeah.
Obviously.
He
And
was the one talking.
I give myself a raise and tenure before I fall.
Let's see.
Of course you would.
What are you gonna do with it?
Uh-oh.
They got pensions in heaven.
We're gonna find out, ain't we?
All right. What was the last thing you said, William? I don't remember.
What?
You're pretty handy with those knives.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, normally I don't miss, but it seems I'm pretty distracted. She doesn't have a straight shot at anybody she cares about right now, so she's just gonna flirt this round.
She sure cares about her teammate.
Right?
These boys can take care of themselves. Doc Adler! You know what he's doing.
Mario tossed this.
Missing.
He's fine. He's just screaming.
Come on, botch, Doc.
Oh.
Power of the net.
Not enough to get you, huh?
Not enough to get me.
Nice.
Shockingly.
Shockingly. Haha, get it? Because he's on the net. He's still, like, stomping his feet, trying to get a hold of it. You actually watch the spectral bullet, like, whiz past your head and Bullseye's. If he had botched, it might have been bad.
I wonder what would have... Does a ghost bullet kill another ghost?
Bullseye? Evens and nod something real quick. Bullseye seems to feel the bullet whiz past his head. And he turns and shoots toward Doc.
We're not friends.
But, well, as you can see, there's someone standing between him and Doc. That's you, Teddy. 11.
Missed.
Nice.
Getting real lucky.
Somehow.
Getting so lucky. 4. It zips past just over your shoulder. And slams into Doc's shoulder.
Oh.
And Doc looks both surprised and offended. And really not all that hurt.
How rude.
4 damage. Alright. But you do notice that their bullets seem to hurt themselves.
Woo.
So if you can figure out how to take advantage of that.
Just stand right there.
Yeah, I think I'm doing it.
The big red cape.
If it worked. I've done more damage being a target than I have done with that net in the entirety of this game.
Sure the fuck has. Alright.
That is so sad.
It only finally outpaced your fists, so. No, wait, no, it hasn't, because you tackled.
Yes. Well, no, I tackled him, and then he took damage from the net.
Okay, Jerry.
It's 1d4 while he's standing there.
I'm gonna help the last employee from behind the counter up and over.
Okay.
And point them in the direction of getting out behind Jerry Lee.
Up and over in the direction of getting out behind Jerry Lee. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll throw them there. Is that cool?
Cool.
You kind of hurl them over the counter and yeet them toward the cluster of customers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got the strength to do it.
Okay.
And I will hop down off of the edge of the counter.
Sweet. William.
Let's see. So he will. Am I distracting you? And he'll move to lean, and then happen to notice the employee right there. Ma'am, could you give us some space? Command and go that way.
The employee is so fucking confused. They hop down over the counter and just start moving. They just
Getting them away.
don't understand what's happening. It's the weirdest day of their whole lives.
Yep.
It works.
You can still come meet the bunny.
Oh.
Just starts
I also
crying
know
all
that
over
man.
again.
Don't worry. I have something for that later.
For the bunny?
No.
But if you take duck season, wabbit season, so help me God.
Jerry Lee.
Zap.
KK.
For damage, not for movies.
All right.
6.
That's not enough.
I want to re-roll that. Yeah, because that's 10 damage. I'm re-rolling. Well, I wouldn't get that damage back anyway.
You might not. You might. You might not.
I might not. You know what? No, because I don't ever use them. Let me go ahead and reuse it.
It's just...
Watch him get a 12 on the
17.
Nice.
Good.
Okay. That is enough.
Much better.
That was more than enough to hit him. And a huge chunk of damage. Look at that. He tries to make a leaping lunge out of the path of your proton stream and gets whipped right back into place. Thrashing and hollering all in cartoonish southern charm. Teddy.
No, rootiness, tootiness, shootiness.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going, in the interest of trying to increase crossfire. Well, no, that won't work, will it?
I don't know what you're thinking. You only said half a sentence.
Yeah.
Yes, I did, because I realized my other half of the sentence would have done something bad.
Hi, Ashley.
Okay. Dude, everybody's in tonight.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to use the perfect tool.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull out the bat.
Okay.
Which is on our sheet now.
It's on your sheet now.
Okay, well, thank you again for that. And I'm going to try to hit him in the knee with the bat. Or, just hit him anyway.
I was going to say, called shot. Called shot?
It's calling that shot for me, probably not the best idea.
Nope.
And then I'm gonna try to hit him with the stun bat.
Okay.
And since he hasn't moved, he is also still taking 1d4 from the stun net.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to roll that first or second?
You don't roll. It's still one. Just one. It's just one.
It's one per turn?
Yeah. For up to...
I'm sorry, I thought it was...
some
okay,
number
I
of
thought it was
turns.
1d5, I thought. Okay. I misunderstood you there.
For the net?
Yeah.
Yeah, nope. Grappled and cannot move or attack for a maximum of 5 turns. Damage repeats every turn the entity is grappled, unless they make a strength save.
Okay. I misunderstood that. I thought you had to re-roll it every time.
I bet you thought that was what I meant.
Yes, I did, in fact. I thought I said that.
Go ahead and roll your bat.
Right.
Swing away.
Whiff.
Strike one.
Let's make this a wiffle ball bat.
You see his like little handlebar or mustache like whoo, in the breeze for your bat, but that is literally all it does.
I don't play sports.
You wanted a bat.
Yes, I did.
All right, Zoe.
I still don't know how to use it well.
Which customer are you trying to grab?
Well, since Jerry Lee's in front of 2 to 3 of them, I will grab this one. And just be like, "Come on, we're taking you away from the line of fire." And
Sorry, which one?
I'll just
I didn't see anything.
the customer.
Okay.
Come on, right here.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, I will stay between them and the bullets and just move back the 30 feet as carefully, quietly as I can.
Okay.
And, yep.
Okay. That's as far as they can get.
Okay.
So yeah, you scoop up another one and manage to... Everybody is too distracted to see you this time.
Good.
You're lucky. They're gonna notice the missing people sooner or later.
Well, maybe they can't count.
Don't stammer. You know it's true. All right.
Not if Brad flirts hard enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Annex
Come on, Bard.
Annie.
Once again, if it's working, let it
Yeah.
work.
She winks at William and pulls the lasso off her hip and says, "If you think the knives were pretty cool." And she throws the lasso at Jerry Tanner.
Missing.
Okay. I was about to say. Switch it up, racists.
She gives a little pout. He's wiggly.
Quick, grab the lasso.
Yeah.
Just like the beard. Just like the beard, grab it.
Right.
No surprise to anyone, Doc is going to shoot Teddy. He's still right there. And swung a bat.
Yep.
I did.
He should have just stepped out of the way. He might have shot at the guy who just shot him.
Might have, but
Is that 14 hit?
much more likely to shoot the guy between him and the person who shot him.
That's why he said to move.
14 hit you, bud?
Unfortunately, yes.
6 points.
Curse splat.
Including the 4 extra for your vest at the end of your...
I did take a crit damage and a
I'm just checking the math.
yeah, that's 19
And extra
points.
chi damage.
All right.
That's 19 points, not counting the 3 I took from last time. So yeah, I'm at like -2.
To literally no one's surprise, anyone paying half attention sees Teddy just topple sideways.
Well, that's why I got this thing.
Do I look like I was executed? Just so I'm clear.
Nope, you just drop like a ton of bricks.
Oh,
Like
I'm
you
not
caught
even
the
a cool one.
vapors.
You fainted in
Oh.
front of everybody.
How embarrassing.
Peed a little bit.
Bullseye. Bullseye's going back
Sorry about
to
that, Grapple.
Jerry Lee. Gonna
Yeah.
try to get out. Still not
Nope.
enough for him to get out of the stream. This will be the 3rd round, Jerry Lee. So after this, you can try to trap him if someone has a trap.
That would be our escape artist.
No.
Nope.
No, it wouldn't
No?
be. It'd
Oh,
be the guy
really?
who got himself knocked out first.
Oh no, I'm
Yep.
used to. Oh no.
Yeah.
This
Remember
is
when I
all
said
over.
he ruined my every plan I had in magical motion?
At least
If only you told us a plan.
at
Oh,
least he's
Communication, boss.
The guy
at
with
least
the trap should not be drawing all the attention.
All right, guys.
at least he misses you, Jerry Lee. At least.
Yeah, I mean,
Tanner.
slam against the ground a couple times. Take the fight out of it.
Fudge sickles. Okay, I guess I'm hopping over the counter this time.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Battlefield Medic. As an action, I can use a first aid kit to treat an unconscious person. Oh, no, it's a conscious person. Never
Oh.
mind. I can't do that.
Grab the bat and hit him.
You are as well.
Why?
You should maybe still hop the counter.
Yeah, I need to get to that trap. What kind of action would it take me just to reach down,
Lordy.
grab the trap, and chuck it over?
To pick it up is a minor action. To chuck it is a action. So that would take all your moves, your movement, your extra, and your action.
I'm just gonna try to, instead of hopping over there, I'm just gonna try to blast Doc.
Okay.
You know what? Just because I'm feeling antsy, I'll go reckless
Okay.
because I know it'll make you happy. It might be a good thing I went reckless. Oh my god!
Jesus!
Oh heavens! Nice
For
shooting,
me,
Tex.
a gift.
A gift.
You miss.
Yep.
You miss. You almost shoot directly into Gonski, but it just skims his unconscious body as it zaps into the door behind him.
I mean, I could have aimed lower.
Oh no, is the door a ghost?
There's a counter. I'm on the floor.
Maybe the counter's a ghost. Who knows? You haven't checked yet.
Is it true?
Full bag's a ghost.
Oh God, what time are we in?
Chambers.
Savings and groans.
Oh God damn it.
I both love and hate you for that, Pierce. Mostly
That's a
because
good
you
one.
beat me to it.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah.
All right,
My brain don't
William
work.
Chambers.
Okay, let's see. How am I gonna continue this?
Ask her if the rope's the only thing she'd like to handle.
Nah.
You're unconscious.
Yeah.
I'm also the most awkward motherfucker here, so on purpose.
So why would he be awkward?
Yeah.
He's good at talking to people.
I'm good at talking with people. Why would I be awkward? I just like
Maybe she's into that. She likes forward men. You don't know.
just smile at her. It's like, that Doc fella seems kind of wily too. I'm sure he'd be able to hit him if he aimed a little higher and to the right. Command.
So I guess that's for me then.
Yeah, you do not get an extra
Well, I'm
reckless
still
attack.
reckless. A 24 for 2.
Okay. This time you also managed to make Gonski again. And Doc finds himself. And then Doc finds himself wrapped up in a little proton stream.
Huh, imagine that.
His handlebar mustache just twitters in irritation. Jerry Lee.
Why is
What is
that
this, like
an-
fourth verse, same as the first? Oh, 16 for 1 day.
That is enough to get. You're going after Bullseye, right? Not Doc.
I'm still messing up Bullseye.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are chipping away at his health, but he's still looking pretty good. He's still looking pretty good. Anything else you want to do?
We'll move up.
Okay. You're gonna try to get at that trap.
Inching my way towards it.
Uh-huh.
Somebody's gonna have to.
Where is that trap, just so I'm clear?
On your body.
On you.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I thought he grabbed and tossed it.
No, he decided not to.
Nope.
Teddy, keep being unconscious, my guy. Zoe.
Why is
Good
missing
job.
the body on the floor such an achievement that it has to be commented on every time? I'm just curious.
I'm just letting you know you're still okay.
I'm already unconscious.
No friendly fire.
He's fine for now.
I'm saying get good.
Sending the customer out the door
Yep.
and rinse and repeat, going back over to the corner and
Roll me stealth.
gesturing for another.
I should have talked for
Okay.
a free action. God, I should have talked.
Hey, you should have. Come on.
What do you want to say?
Just turn and yell, "Move! Get out!" to the customer's employees.
I'm
You got
gonna,
two
I'm gonna
ghosts.
re-roll that.
Yeah.
She
Can you
can't hit
reroll
all
it?
of you.
Get some.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got him. All right. Annie.
Do I have intimidate? Nope.
Annie is gonna reel her lasso back in and give it another go. Trying again for Tanner.
Meese.
Okay.
Roll again because of it. Reckless.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
I had done something different if I remember that.
That's a hit.
All right. Sweet. This time she reels back her lasso and flicks it again, and it loops so neatly over top of Jerry Tanner, tightening up around him, kind of pinning his arms to his side.
Still got this one though.
You
We just got a
can,
little daisy chain of grapples going on.
you can basically keep doing what you're doing. That's it. Doc Adler.
Take move actions.
Doc is going to shoot back at Jerry Lee. Does he also get advantage?
You mean
What?
Jerry Tanner?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he will.
Jerry Taylor, yes. I was about to say, why you shooting me?
I was so
It's
confused
just
too.
Jerry.
I was like,
Just Jerry.
Jerry Lee has done nothing to Doc.
All right. 15.
He's
Seriously.
still hit. Yep.
Okay.
15, oh, is it? You're doing Tygo's Defender, right?
Yes.
Because my defense is 15.
Oh, okay. Then no, it does not hit.
Okay.
Hey.
Sweet. That was gonna hurt.
You'll be fine.
You feel like
They do
the
sting.
bullet go straight past your head, leaving like a little trail of goo in your hair. It was a close one. It was a real close one. Bullseye. I don't think he's actually landed a shot on Jerry Lee. He's gonna try again, I guess. Still not his day. He's not having a day.
Kind of.
We're having a good conversation. You decided to ruin it by shooting me.
He
What
is
you get?
missing a good bit of his brain. Let's be super real here. Head trauma is no joke.
He had so much to answer questions, and now he wants to shoot people. Learn your lesson, guy.
Tanner.
I'm gonna. Well, to break free, is that a full action?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you break free, you can still do something. If you don't, then that's it.
Okay. And it was a strength 12?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see if I can get free.
Hmm.
Where'd my button? Oh, I clicked the wrong button.
Oh, okay.
Dang.
I want to use my reroll.
Okay.
Dog
Damn. Oh, you got
And
Brandon.
the brand continues.
Oh no!
Oh,
I have a +5 to strength rolls.
That's hilarious. Oh, so sad. Still
I
stuck.
rolled 2 4s.
it's because you didn't get your pizza.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, it's
Yeah.
something.
It's low blood sugar. You're just like, ugh! Trying to Hulk out. It does not work. You actually feel it tighten a little, like a hug.
What?
Chambers.
Thought I had an intervention.
So I just want to make sure because he's grappled, he's dropped the proton
Where was the
beam
intervention
attack,
she were
or
doing
has he still
earlier?
got Doc grappled?
Sorry, 1 second. I've
Okay.
gotta scroll. Yeah. Okay.
9.
Artie would like to use her intervention for you to try again.
Easy charm. Let's do it.
Hey,
there you go.
There we
Nice.
go.
You better
Hey,
thank
thanks,
Artie.
Artie.
Artie, thank you.
The spirit of pizza fills you. Your blood sugar shoots back up.
Pizza.
You
the
flex
Hut.
really hard. The lasso kind of
Very
like
so
breaks apart from around you and then like reforms on the floor.
Cool. But so I can continue proton packing.
Yes.
All right, I'll shoot Doc again.
Okay.
Nah, I need to just roll. Ah,
Not enough.
nope. That is not enough.
There's not enough. All right.
And I blew my reroll to roll for a 4.
Sucks
Oh,
to
wow.
be you. Jerry Lee.
It really did.
Wasn't. So Chambers goes between us. Anyway.
Yeah. Where did I go?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, I got distracted by the extra
Oh.
turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Let's see. Well, you almost got him. Maybe I should stop distracting you. Step towards Gonski's body. I mean, he is a lot tougher than he looks. And we're going to motivate Jerry Spencer.
Hey.
And let's see. Let me read that exactly. Make sure. Plus my charisma. So, roll 1d6. 3 plus 3, so 6 extra hit points for Jerry Spencer.
Hey.
Temporary hit points as I grab the box off Teddy.
Okay.
And you know what? And his wallet. So these are bank robbers. I'm stealing from him.
You're just really trying to
On
impress Annie
camera,
over there,
no
aren't you?
less.
I'm impressing Annie, and I don't want Doc, because I'm right next to him and he's free now, to think that I'm doing something shady. I mean, other than stealing. He doesn't know what that box is.
He doesn't. You're right. Roll performance for funsies. Just want to see how convincing you're
Okay.
banditing. Well, not bad. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna do this because I can. Because this is essentially a charisma check, right?
Yeah. Essentially.
All right. I'm gonna use one of my influence die. I don't know what since I still don't know what the result other than it's not bad. And we'll add 5 to it.
Dang. Okay. Putting on a
Charm.
show.
My talent of charm.
Like rolling up his sleeves, like dipping his fingies into the pocket, like.
Finger wiggle.
What are you doing back there?
Flipping
Oh my!
Yum yum crime.
it open, flipping through the goods. Okay.
We both know how much he pays me. There ain't much there.
This-
Rabbit food's expensive.
Is that it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Spencer.
That was my movement and my action.
Can I have my Costco card, please?
You're unconscious. And robbed. Take his shoes. He ain't using them. My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Zap.
All right.
Crit
Damn.
damage.
Damn.
Crit with double crit damage. If
That's-
he's still up,
I just want to see a ghost floating in the air, just hunched over.
What do you? I'm just wondering. He's still going to be up a little bit, like a tiny, tiny bit. What did you do different?
I believe I said I'm gonna commit to it now because that's a whole lot of damage. I'm slamming him against the ground as well.
Do it.
Just
Well,
like
it moves, just
Hulk,
wham.
like Hulk smash.
It's like the Luigi's Mansion vacuum slam. Back and forth, just
Perfect. Like when he hits
go
the
down.
ground, there's like an audible splat noise, and like goo shoots out from under him, like he's like a goo sponge.
Jerry, that sounded squishy.
Oh, it's
When he sits up, the entire back of him is flat. He like sways, like he's really woozy.
still standing.
Yeah, there's like the little like concussion
Got
stars over
Tweety
his head.
birds.
He's got Tweety birds.
Oh my god.
Oh, Gonski,
All
you're
right.
unconscious. Zoe.
You just love that, don't you?
I'm going for customer in the corner. Grabbing
Okay.
them and once more.
Okay.
Moving them towards the door.
3, 4, 5, 6. They can get this far. Roll me stealth. No, you already did.
Okay.
This one's still.
Yeah.
The 11 still.
Yeah.
In play. Okay.
Okay.
I won't make you do it again. One per.
Okay.
One per hostage.
One per hostage. Okay.
All right. Annex Annie. Like squeals, gives a little hop, like a little round of applause at your sweet burglar moves.
Yeah.
When she jumps, like her hair like floats up for a second. Eyes actually doing like the anime sparkle.
Jesus.
Yay.
Oh.
I'm gonna roll.
Oh. However, she's noticed something. She's not that distracted.
out of the
No,
corner of her eye,
no.
she sees Zoe trying to sneak that customer out. She pulls her second knife and gives that a hurl.
Sassy stabber.
14 enough to hit you, Zoe?
Could I have a thing called well, I can't do. Can I do a dive recovery action or not? No, but either way, no. My
No,
defense is
it's
15.
usually for AoE stuff.
Hey,
Oh.
hell
Your
yeah.
Okay.
defense is 15? Oh, then she missed.
No, it doesn't matter.
God.
It
Either way,
zooms
yeah.
straight past you. You feel a breeze. It kind of like hits the wall over here on the side of the door.
Slimy breeze.
Ah.
You got synced.
Oh, gooey breeze. I don't like that. I don't like that.
The meaty wind.
Oh.
I know that Mrs. Dash air.
Humidity so thick
Oh.
you can taste it.
Tanner's still got Doc. So Doc still got Tanner. He kind of glances down at you, William, like, nice.
Yeah.
That is not enough to hit Tanner, though. More bullets just flying, splatting audibly on the first wall they hit. Bullseye! Bullseye, completely not okay. Hands like trembling. Tries probably again in vain to shoot Jerry Lee.
Oh,
Hit.
you finally shot him.
Hell yeah. I'll take that 8 damage into my temporary, so I take 2 damage. Oh. 26.
It's like double, like both hands on the pistol, like it's suddenly really heavy. He's only half a man now, so I guess that checks out.
It's only a flesh wound.
Didn't have to be like this.
Tanner.
All right, you know what? I want to go ahead and knock out this bullseye character. So I'm going to try to turn and shoot bullseye.
Okay.
Drop the grapple you got.
Mm-hmm.
Did I hit bullseye? Doc last turn?
You did, because you got...
Okay.
No, He rolled a
I thought
13, didn't he?
Oh.
Yeah. What is?
Hold
What
on,
is?
hold on.
He rolled,
13.
yeah, he
Oh,
rolled.
no.
No, you did
Whoa,
not.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
I was
I
pretty
missed.
sure he missed.
Yeah.
All right.
He scooched.
All right, so yeah, I'm going to turn and shoot bullseye.
Okay.
Or not!
You
Thanks.
Jesus.
Good job.
you
If you
want to
say his
stealer?
name, you
you
wouldn't
want
get
to
his
do
luck.
anything about that? I don't
Is it
know
gonna
that
go
you
bad
can.
for me if he doesn't?
No.
Okay, cool.
No, I have to do it before I do attacks. So I can't change it to a reckless. I got nothing unless you got somebody else has something.
Okay. So you go to aim at Bullseye. The proton stream like zooms straight past him and into the wall behind Air, blasting a huge chunk of drywall straight out. A wall of dust exploding. A slight shower of drywall specks. You can definitely see there's still an employee hiding in this office here now. Because the wall is missing.
Okay, so for my movement, I'll start walking over there and yell into the hole, "Get out!"
Jerry Lee just kind of stares at you as you walk. Drunk ghost.
William.
Well, before Jerry starts shooting over here again,
Yeah.
I can't pull Teddy without blowing my cover. So I'll start walking back to Annie, looking at my my spoils.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up the trap and shake it like, what the hell is this? And then toss it over the the counter.
Okay. Okay.
It's like, what the hell is this? Yeah.
Since we've already established you're really good at pretending to be a criminal, I guess I'll have you roll athletics for throwing.
Okay.
And where are you trying to throw it to? Just so I have an idea.
He basically just threw it over here. He wasn't like aiming at anything. He's basically giving it to them.
Like somewhere between the Jerrys.
Yes.
Okay.
That's really his whole plan right there.
Okay.
Was just get it over there to them.
Get it to the Jerrys. That is the unofficial slogan.
As he's basically pretending. He's like, he can't tell them to go. He can't command them to pick it up in his mind right now without totally blowing his cover. He can't think of a way to nonchalantly.
Okay. Okay. Roll athletics so I can see where it kind of lands.
Let's see. Damn.
17's your number. It lands solidly and squarely without any dents or dings betwixt the Jerrys.
Nice.
And it makes enough of a thud that both Jerrys are able to notice it has appeared.
Walk over to Annie, being like, he ain't got much.
He didn't look like a big spender. Spencer.
We should pay him more.
Nah.
Tough old man. Kind of impressive you've hung on this long, because that was a big slam, but zap. 15.
That is enough, and that is enough to eat up his last 3 health.
Whew.
As he just kind of like trembles and then like goes into what looks like just a lump of goo. The rest of him melts. He's just sort of hovering there a couple inches above the floor as a whole lot of nothing. So, you know, you or the other
Ranger
Jerry
is
can
going nuts.
just throw the trap. Just throw the trap.
Well, we need the others.
Yeah.
Oh, Gonski, what do you want to do?
I do my move action, Jen.
You take a
My
move action.
move before it's Teddy's turn.
Whatever you want.
I'm gonna turn and yell at these people right here to get the hell out of the bank. Leave.
You done?
Yeah.
Okay. Zoe.
Yeah, getting that customer that's
Okay.
probably also felt the knife go past them.
Yep.
Door, chucking them out.
Hyperventilating. Let's go.
Yep. Going back over to
Okay.
probably right here because
Shirley, roll persuasion.
All right. I have advantage because I just slapped the bejesus out of this ghost.
Only because it's funny.
Hell yeah. 4.
No, that's performance. You're supposed to go for
performance.
persuasion.
Oh, well, spoiler alert.
It's the same thing.
Oh, hell yeah. 17.
Thank God it was funny.
Yeah.
You yelling at them gets these employees 2, 3.
I don't have commands. I can't make them all move. At the same
This one's
time.
still crying. It's fine.
She's only crying because Gonski didn't accept her credit card offer.
She's gonna get in so much trouble.
I did. I took it. I'm interested. I was gonna sign up.
So much trouble.
Scream my social security number at this lady so she can get out and go. Sign me up later. Get out.
Annex Annie, what are you gonna do? Why not? She's gonna whip out her third knife and chuck it at Tanner.
Why she like me so much?
On the plus side, it's just Nick.
Right.
Temporary hit points.
Yeah.
I didn't have any of those.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
You had 6 of those.
No, you gave it to the other.
Yeah,
Jerry.
the other Jerry.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's
damn
fine.
it.
It's just one.
Did
You
I?
feel the knife sink in, and it hurts. But like after a second, it like melts like really sticky ice.
It's so gooey.
Don't worry, I'll get this employee to move.
Do it with our phones out.
And then Annie just kind of like drapes an arm over William's shoulder, craning her neck to see what's in the wallet. Doc Adler.
Do I need to give an inventory of that wallet?
No.
No, you don't.
It's empty now, so don't worry about it.
Doc is gonna shoot at Spencer. Because how dare you make his buddy goo?
Should you want to shoot at Tanner?
Ooh.
Yeah, that hits. I'll
Doesn't
take
do
no
damage, does it?
Take no damage. Ting.
You still feel it go through you. And
Oh, it's
again,
gross.
it's so gross.
Just doesn't hurt. Ugh.
Like the weirdest
Didn't
food
hurt.
poisoning you've ever had. Bullseye, he is goo. Tanner.
All right. Does this employee look like he's getting ready to try to bail, or is he hiding in a hole?
He looks very scared.
His wall just exploded.
And there are ghost robbers out there.
Yeah.
He was safe in here. He was safe.
Not so much. All right.
Now he's being yelled at.
The walls.
I'm gonna go reckless attack onto Doc.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Let's see, and then the second roll just for.
Ain't that a bitch?
Hey, no,
Ah,
I gotta take the highest. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's how that works.
Yeah,
So you're
that's how
1 damage.
Oh well.
But you do have him hella grappled
Hey.
as you lock back on target, finally.
Can I forego that damage and move him, like Pierce did?
I mean, I'd prefer you say that before you see how much damage you do, but I'll allow it
Yeah.
this time.
No, I won't do it. Okay, never mind.
I said I'll allow it. Where do you want to put him?
I know. I'm not gonna mess with it.
I wasn't explicit about my rule.
I'm good.
You're not going to take your one pass?
I will take my one. Nope, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick by rules.
I mean, I am just making them up as I go. So
Seriously, we're building this plane as we fly.
do you want to take any movement or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna back it up over this way.
Okay. William.
Don't step in him.
Just thumbing through his wallet for a second, then I just stop, look over at the crying employee, and just be like, could you maybe move it that way? You kind of...
Right over there.
You're cramping my style.
Her eyes like widen, like cartoonishly large for a second, like hands clutched to her chest. And then her chin starts to tremble and she like creeps away as fresh big crocodile tears roll down her face.
I'm sorry for making her cry, but she's gotta go. That's the whole thing. Could you maybe please move that way?
She does. She's so torn up about it. Nothing's going her way. Anything else?
Nope, just showing Annie the contents of the wallet.
She starts like picking things out and chucking it into the air. Like, what is this? What is this plastic thing? I don't understand. She like picks his ID out and like bites it.
Oh, I will reach over and grab my wallet. That was on the counter earlier.
Okay. That's fine.
I just hear the song "Hey Big Spender" playing in the background.
Alright. My turn.
Yeah.
Cool. The trap is like there.
Yep.
We'll move there. I feel like it'd be no, we're just gonna shoot. No side stuff, no fancy moves.
I will tell you, you can pick it up as an extra action, and then throwing the trap can be your action, and you can move if you want to do that.
What I would have actually wanted to do would be to kick it here, because my goal is going to be moving Doc, hurting him this way if I can. Because the way I'm thinking is working, if I tag him, that grapples him. Next one, if I hit again, I can move him. That's the one that doesn't do damage. So I want to try to move the ghost to one area.
Okay, so you don't want to like take Bullseye off the table.
Behind there where they already are.
I don't know how much I can fire the trap, and I don't think I can fire it multiple times while it's full. I'm not the tech nerd.
Okay.
My goal is to get as many ghosts at the same time as possible.
Okay. So you're firing at Doc.
Yes.
Okay.
Zap. 15.
That is just enough to hit him.
Ooh.
Just enough. Whole fresh wave of being hella offended. Mustache twittering.
Aghast.
Teddy Gonski just missing the whole fight.
As I said, I'd love to wake up here.
What you dreaming about, Teddy?
Big rabbits.
I want you to feel like you're part of this.
Oh, I am. I'm the comic relief. At least my paycheck is.
Ooh.
You get paid just as much as everyone else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant.
More than Jerry Tanner's about to be after that wall.
Right.
At least that one wasn't on purpose.
Does that somehow make it less shot?
Tell you what, evens or odds, Teddy?
Oh God. Odds.
Even.
Never mind.
The most even.
Never mind. We'll try again next round.
Excuse me, heavens.
Zoe?
And for the record, it's a old flame who, ever since ever since I had to move away from NOAA headquarters,
She
she's
hasn't
never
been able
forgiven
to
me.
pet the bunny.
Ugh.
One, she never forgave me, and two,
Ugh.
no, she has not been able to pet my bunny.
Oh.
Tragic.
Ruin that.
Good thing you're a hero now.
Mhm.
Whatever you got to tell yourself, sweetheart.
Zoe, who
I
are you
know the truth.
escorting next, personally?
There's no way I could grab both those two. They're adjacent to me, like hand in each hand or anything like that.
Yeah, you know what? I'll allow it.
Okay.
I'm just trying to wrap this up. So, sure.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I will grab the customer and the employee, and then
Okay.
you like the quick
5,
little like
6,
duck and cover, run,
this
walk.
one,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. Let's make it here. Annex
Cool.
Annie. She has, William, you can see, 1 knife left.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna throw it at Zoe. Sugar, you're stealing all our hostages.
Hell of a shot.
Yeah, that hurt. That hit. Yeah.
Whew.
Just like with Tanner, you feel the impact in your back. It is sharp and it hurts. And immediately, it's cold and gross.
Now it's gross. Ugh.
I call back, sweetie. It seems you already have a boyfriend.
Doc.
Does Doc hear that and get jealous?
Doc has other problems.
Doc is a little tied up right now.
Twice.
Double tied up.
Jerry, Tanner, did you use reckless attack this last
I
time?
did.
Cool. Pew pew.
Go for it.
Aw.
Yep. Hit for
The
one.
same tragedy.
The same tragedy.
You know what's even better about that? Opportunist.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
I get a free attack on him. Boop.
Oh.
Boop. 15 for 12 damage.
Ooh.
That one hits. It actually, you see it look like it hurts.
Jared Lee did the big damage today.
His whole
yeah.
face kind of changes. His cheekbones sink in. He takes on like a very like angry skeletal look. Eyes glowing red as they now focus directly on you instead, Jerry Lee.
Hell yeah. I think you are ignoring
Bullseye. You're goo, my guy. Tanner.
me.
Guzai. Looks over at Jerry Lee Smith. Don't take all the fun. This time
Gotcha.
I am going to try to help pull him back over the count. Pulled. Something went down the wrong pipe. Pull.
It's goo.
Knock over.
It's probably goo.
Probably.
It's always the goo.
It's the goo. Knives go through you.
Nice. Where are you trying to put him?
I'm trying to pull him over the counter towards Bullseye.
Okay. 1, 2,
As far
3.
as it can get.
I will let him go here.
Cool.
His like feet drag across the counter, leaving just skid marks of gross goo, as far as the eye can see.
Blue marks.
William.
So, how do you see this playing out?
Well, obviously a lot better than it is.
Where do you want to go from here?
I don't know. Somewhere warm and sunny.
How's hell?
He's just chatting right now. He's just trying to keep her from being, as far as he's aware, until she hit Zoe, really. He's been keeping her really well distracted.
It really has. She's done like almost nothing.
So,
That was a big success. All right. Spencer.
Continue them zaps.
Okay.
Zap zap. 22 for 1 damage.
Jesus, Doc. Doc's got like, just taking nicks from these.
I'll take all.
You see like a single mustache hair like float away.
Y'all
That's
gonna-
a burned
y'all
off
got-
half his face. What you
Oh,
got?
death of 1,000 cuts, this guy.
Teddy, evens or odds?
Odds.
The most evens are good. What are the odds?
Oh.
50%.
25% that he failed twice. All right. Zoe,
One
you
in
get these
60
two
that
out.
I-
Perfectly fine.
Yep.
This one and this one kind of start to head toward you. Is there anything else you want to do?
Yeah. I will personally go to the one that's been crying and having such a bad day to personally escort her out so she will feel safe and actually appreciated, possibly, you know.
You do
Yeah.
like the mom, like, come here, bring it in, sweetheart.
Yes, exactly. I'm definitely younger than her, but yeah, you know, yeah.
She seems pretty young. Like, this
Okay,
one
we're
is
about the
not
same age
having a
then.
good day. She, like, just
Okay.
Freaked out.
goes in for a hug, and then you escort her. Like,
Yes.
scoop her over to the door. She can get out here this
Yeah.
turn.
Okay.
Okay. Look at you, Mama Bearing.
Mm-hmm.
Annex Annie. Just gonna keep chatting. Like, you ever think about getting into the line of business? You know, looks like you got some pretty deft fingers.
Good.
Everybody seems to do what you tell them to. You tell them to get down and shut up. Bet they would. Doc.
Goose.
Yeah, Doc.
Let's see. Who did the most damage? Oh, definitely Jerry Lee. That's right. He hates Jerry Lee right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
That is not enough to hit him.
Biff.
So sad.
Yeah.
So sad.
Get good, Ghost.
Bullseye. Goo.
Still go.
Tanner.
All right. So where I don't. You know what? I'm just gonna try to continue dragging Doc over to Bullseye.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Just scooch him over there. Right next to his goo friend. All right. Since you've got the two assailants more or less handled, and it's like 10-12.
Mhm.
What's the plan for the rest of this situation? Like, what do you intend to do? And Gonski, roll me a hit dice. To come
Give it
to.
hand- Like, you can make this a thing where it sucks so you can just get in the trap. Be done with this.
Who are you saying that to? Annie?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other ideas?
I'm just continuing to pummel Doc until he's another pile of goo next to the first pile of goo.
Okay,
Oh,
that's fine.
so that's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Doc's inevitable. I'm giving you Doc. I'm giving you Doc, and I'm giving
Yeah.
you Bullseye.
Well, what?
Yeah.
I will literally. I'm not ashamed to do this. I will literally tell Annie that if she just leaves the city, no one will chase her. No one can. We're the only ones that can stop you. Well, there's another group, but if you leave now and head straight out the city, they probably won't find you.
Okay. Roll persuasion.
A much better deal than get in the trap or get murdered.
Yep.
Dang.
She is gonna go right through those walls.
You spin such a confident tale about her chances of getting out of this one alive.
Mhm.
Well,
She listens, like, intently, eyes widening at the idea that there might be others around here, watching you wrangle her two partners.
Mhm.
She seems to consider it for a moment. Nods her head. Lifts a hand. All 4 of her knives just kind of appear back in there. She tucks them back in her belt.
Mm-hmm.
And then she lays on the most enthusiastic smooch right on William's mouth.
Okay.
It's cold and it's weird.
Close your mouth.
There's
Get the
tongue.
goo in your mouth.
Gooey tongue.
Get the goo in your mouth.
Oh.
And lasts like maybe 2 seconds before it looks like she just throws herself backwards and disappears.
Okay. We're
Did I
gonna
just
wipe
see
that
you-
off.
And I caught all that on camera.
Did I just see you make out with a ghost?
And he's gonna walk over. He's literally, after that's done, wipes his mouth, hops over the thing, starts walking. He's gonna go find that employee that was crying, that they made cry. Like, he doesn't even stop to talk to everybody as they're catching the last 2 ghosts.
Gotcha. She will have been outside already
Okay.
at this point.
Yeah. Well, no, he's
You
gonna
are
go outside.
very
They're gonna catch the
damn.
ghost
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
just gonna go
yeah.
talk to her.
Bullseye and
Agreed.
Doc, you get them in the trap just fine. When you get outside, the ghost horses are gone.
Oh, dang.
Uh-huh.
There's swaths of goo where they had been munching the grass.
Yeah.
It's
That's
easy enough to
true,
see
ghost
the
horses.
poor employee who was crying because she's the youngest.
Yeah.
And she's just standing there out in the parking lot.
All right.
You get... The 5 of you get a round of applause from the local law enforcement as
Okay.
you victoriously emerge. Gross, but
Yeah.
winners.
Yeah.
Holding the
walk-
smoking trap.
I'm gonna walk up to the girl and just be like, "We owe you an apology. We
It's okay.
Look.
I'm just having a really bad day.
yes, I understand. Our actions didn't make it. We were trying to keep everyone from getting hurt. I promise you, my colleague there, he didn't mean to hit on you. He's gay. He just was trying to be a distraction."
Oh, that's so awkward.
Yeah, but we needed to distract the ghosts. So I'm sorry if he made you feel uncomfortable. It really was all just an act.
I mean, it's fine. He's not really my type, if you know what I mean. And he was super cute. She just like kind of like fades back into the crowd of employees and customers so they can give their statements to the cops who are the lead
Look,
detective.
I don't need her reporting that my teammates are creeps that are hitting on girls during hostage situations. Now it was just an
SWAT
act.
guy. Okay, well, keep his armor.
The
Badass.
The lead detective kind of wanders up to you, William, nodding her head a few times, still looking a little shell-shocked. Well,
We
then
caught
I guess.
most of them. Yeah.
Most of them?
Yeah, the other one fled. And once they start going through walls, it's kind of hard to pin them down.
Fair enough. That's pretty fair.
We caught 2 of them and managed to get, I think, almost all the employees out. I think one's still cowering in there.
Well, we'll get him. We'll get him.
Yeah.
That's a bad day, huh? She points to like the smoking box, like,
Ghosts.
oh, they're in there. Okay.
They're in there, yeah.
Do we need to
just-
do anything about that?
We do have a containment, and so they will be taken care of. They will not be able to get out.
Cool.
Not for that group.
Okay. I mean, I guess if you want to keep the vest, you can keep the vest. As she like
thank you.
stares at them, covered in goo.
Covered in gross.
Yeah.
We have more. So
Superb.
Thank you.
that So is this place like safe? Did they get any money?
Not really. They couldn't get into any of the vaults, or they couldn't get into the vaults or the drawers or anything because the alarms were off. And
Why would that stop ghosts though?
because they couldn't get out with the money. They could get in with the money, they couldn't get
Yeah.
out with the money.
Fair.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Right.
yeah, and I think you might want to ask whose watch is whose. There's some watches in there that they took off people.
Okay. We will.
And
Did anybody find my wallet?
oh yeah, it's still behind the counter. You didn't keep it.
Okay. Well. Cool. Do you have like a card or something? I don't know. We'll have to.
He will hand her a card.
Have to. I guess have the
Enthusiastically.
chief of police. You guys charge, right?
It is a bit. Unfortunately, it is a business.
Yeah. I don't
We're not.
have a company card. I'll have
I
to have
understand.
our chief of police give you a ring. I don't know. I'll email you.
Definitely giving them a reasonable rate as because this was to show that we can help in these situations. So if another one comes up, they'll call us.
Cool. Anything else you want to do before leaving the scene?
Just loading up the equipment to the back of the vehicle and
Or
getting
wanna
ready
do
to
a
get my car
scan?
out of here.
Want to do what?
Does anybody want to do a scan before we leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll make
You
some
do
work.
the usual scans. There's like the faint glimmer of like
Okay.
residual energy, but there's nothing major going on now.
All right. I'm sure at this point I'll hand out a card to to one of the bank employees about a cleaning crew.
We have a partnership
And a
now.
drywall.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
handyman.
We have a
Well,
recommended cleaner.
Look, pulling strings. I'm just gonna have.
So we use all the time.
I'm surprised you don't have a
Perfect.
therapist card too.
Perfect.
Ugh. Who says he doesn't?
So you guys pile back into the van and the car because I think Tanner drove himself.
Mhm.
mhm.
Is there anything you want to talk about? On the way back to
Oh,
HQ.
man. Anybody see that six slam I did? Did you know
Pretty
that?
good.
Did y'all know that works? Did y'all know we could actually move these guys with these
Yeah.
things?
No, I haven't. I always give you the proton pack.
Yeah, I know, but I knew it grabbed them. I know you could move them with it. That's cool.
Teddy,
tech.
did you learn anything?
Ghost bullets hurt other ghosts.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm bad at flirting. What want me to say here? Apparently, I'm gay somehow.
Wait, what?
Oh, I said that. I said he was gay so that she wouldn't think he was flirting on him with
Oh, yeah.
her. So
Even though you
not
do
want
understand I
harassment
wasn't
charge.
flirting, right?
you creeped everyone out, including the ghosts.
Mission accomplished.
No.
It was a distraction.
That's what I told her it was.
That's what it actually was.
Next time, don't distract your teammates.
Y'all are
Yeah.
used to me.
No, I'm not. That was new.
Yeah, that was strange, and we do what
Next
we do.
time, when I say, here's the plan, we're going to get them away from ghosts, and I walk proudly in front of 3 people with body armor, maybe I have a plan that I didn't have time to tell everybody. Maybe the guy
Maybe
who's
you-
carrying the trap, the thing crucial to the end of a hunt, shouldn't draw all the attention to himself.
Maybe we should invest in more, and maybe you should communicate better.
I did. I literally told you to shut up.
Yeah.
And you just kept talking. You, in fact, told me no.
I remember this, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I very clearly communicated, stop talking. and you very clearly decided to make a bank teller cry and make her a direct hostage, doing the opposite of get her away from the ghost.
And which one of you actually tried to start trying to meet the ghost demands or do anything to de-escalate the situation?
No one had a chance because you made yourself the head guy. If we start arguing with you in front of them, no one's in charge and they're not going to listen to us. Second, they weren't really caring. They were having the time of their afterlife because they were playing with watches when we walked in. Third, they didn't give a shit about anything really. They were half-assed. Fourth, you were talking to the wrong guy. The girl was clearly in charge.
How are you making this determination?
By asking questions?
By observing. When we walked in, they were playing with the watches. When you decided to ignore me and asked them if we could switch with them, Doc literally looked at Annie, who said, "I say the more the merrier." Second tell, when I walked up, when she asked me to come to her, nobody stopped me. Third tell, when I threw my wallet on the counter, Doc shrugged and she smiled. What else do you want?
What are you looking for me to say here?
I'm looking for you to say you've learned that you're not a good talker, and if someone says, and if I say I've got that this is the plan and I walk out in front, maybe I should talk to people. Maybe I should initiate the conversation like I tried to do before you ran over my words like a freight train.
First, you want me to be proactive.
Yes, with
and then you
your
don't
job.
Want me to...
You're the scientist. That's what I want you to be proactive with. You hang back with the PKE reader like it's your security blanket and never go examine anything. You hang back from a distance. You were too scared to go in the hole until I ordered you. You wouldn't cross the line of the time bubble. Jerry Lee basically did both of those. When we need information, you're the information guy. You won't get close enough to get information.
Number one, there were already 3 people in a 5-foot hole. Okay. Forgive me for not wanting to jump into a place that I don't have a way out of. Secondly, you're right. I didn't go across the time bubble because I didn't know if I could come back out.
You still didn't go across it after Jerry walked back and forth.
Forgive me for trying to actually want to get some information from one side before I start going through time bubbles into the other.
You gave Jerry the PKE meter to get the information from the other side.
And?
I bet horses.
He was already there. So what was wrong with that?
Yeah. Of course he was. He was already there. So yeah.
No, he had already walked across when I.
No. You're right. He was already there. The guy who doesn't know what the PKE reader says should definitely have just continued to carry it over there, stare at numbers that he doesn't understand, and then bring it back and be like, it went whoop. It's fine.
I think you drastically underestimate his intelligence and the ability to read that PKE meter.
At this point, Teddy, I feel like I drastically overestimate yours.
Okay. So, I look for every time I think I've got a read on you, it changes. Every time I try to help and do this on the way that you've asked, it changes. First, we're looking.
Never asked you to talk to people.
No, you didn't. But first you're talking about how we need to focus on PR. And then when I try to point out PR, oh, it doesn't matter. You tell me to be proactive with science. I try to bring stuff
I
to
didn't
you.
say it didn't matter. I said they didn't matter. I wasn't going to compete with them. That's what they wanted.
And I try to bring you new ideas, new methods of using our technology, new ways of expanding anything, and instead of even just giving it more than a cursory glance.
You really don't want to go down that road with me right now.
Why?
You just don't.
Is that a threat?
No, I'm just telling you don't. I'm not going to do anything to you. But you don't want to go down that road.
I feel like there's no pleasing you. Like no matter what part of this, I try to expand our capability. I try to help with the understand what.
Teddy, what is happening in the city right now?
We don't know.
We have exactly.
And what part of trying to make us more capable and more prepared of that is somehow bad? Trying to focus on the things that you have pointed out to us that are more important.
How does a net help?
Well, we use it as a diagnostic tool. One, we found a way to actually use our technology in a different way. Two, actually trying to find
a single-use, limited-time proton launcher that needs to be reloaded if we're going to use it again.
In 2 days, yes.
What are you expecting? A secondary cattle prod in the shape of a bat.
Yes.
You haven't expanded our capabilities. You low-grade duplicated them. You have made the Wish version of a proton pack.
I have made a proton pack that can go into tighter spaces, that can actually be used in different ways, and was designed for individual members of this team. Forgive me if the fact that Winchester's not with us anymore actually somehow does affect the stuff that I built and the stuff that I had designed at the time. These are prototypes. These are proof of concept. I'm not trying to compete with something that's been around for 30 damn years.
Okay. Fine. I'll concede the fact that it's a prototype. The prototype doesn't help us understand what the hell's going on.
What part of our normal equipment does?
I don't know.
We're missing so many parts of the big picture here.
You're not looking. You're playing with the net. You're making baseball bats. I need information.
And what would you prefer I be doing? Going out and randomly scanning parts of Charlotte with the PKE? Setting up a FLIR camera up top so that hopefully we can randomly catch something going past? Is there any other plan you had that I am personally capable of actually doing on my own that you would accept the answer to?
I would have accepted any answer that you looked into anything of the stuff, but I'm getting no information on any of the readings we've already gotten or what they mean. You don't try to research what the possibility of these weird blips mean. We just get, that's weird. That's not normal. And then we come back and we talk about getting assault rifles for body armor when I ask for body armor only and stuff like that. We need to figure out what's going on. The supernatural stuff is getting way bigger, and sooner or later, someone's going to realize we're not really doing much about it. I've already been asked about it by the news and had to say we're looking into it, which technically we are because at least I keep getting reports from Zoe.
I'm glad you passed these concerns along.
as you turn the corner, seeing headquarters in the very near distance, you two, Jerry Tanner, just a little bit behind. Give me a perception roll. Everybody who's remotely paying attention.
Always making me roll perception.
For me, that's good.
Let's see.
For me, that's about average.
Okay, is that gonna be it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not paying attention to that. No.
I didn't think so. I just wanted to
You are
keep you
getting
honest.
to it.
Okay, hold on. Out
Mhm.
of character, Brad. Neither of us is driving, right?
No, I don't drive.
Okay.
What
I'm just
I mean,
making sure.
I have my car, but when everybody else is here, I don't drive.
I'm
I
just
usually
double
let-
checking for safety's sake.
I usually let
Did I make you roll to
Jerry's
drive? It's fine.
Lee drive.
Yeah, the Jerrys are the drivers.
I had to
Mhm.
ask.
Zoe, as you're kind of like staring out of the window of the car, trying to pretend like you're not hearing this whole argument happening.
Yep.
Like that middle
Yep.
child phenomenon where
Mhm.
you're dissociating just slightly.
Mhm.
And Jerry Tanner, as you pull up the drive, just a couple of seconds behind them, the two of you see at the same time something scooch along the edge of HQ, along the edge of the building, around to the back. That's all you see, Zoe. Tanner, you realize it seemed pink.
As I get out, I'm assuming I'd get out of the car after because everybody was ahead of me.
Yeah, you're trailing by just a couple seconds, really.
I pull up and are they still arguing by the time they get out of the car?
It has fallen silent, Justice.
But yeah, no, I get out the car. When I get out of the car, I stop talking.
Hey, boss, something pink just ran around the corner.
What?
I don't
Yeah,
know what it was.
Something scooted along the wall and ducked out of sight.
Go see if you can find out what
Yep.
that is.
I'm going.
I'm going too.
Okay.
Want to go
Sticking stuff
one on one side
inside.
and try to do a pincer move?
He'll look at Gonski. Want to take the scanner?
I was gonna check the security cameras, but okay.
And then I'll go in with Jerry Lee.
Okay. You and Jerry Lee heading inside.
Taking gear. Mostly the ghost thing
As
first.
all of you head in the direction of the building, you start to smell gasoline.
Don't want a cigarette, guys.
Does that
Oh.
change anyone's actions?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna pause and try to pinpoint where I'm smelling gas from.
Based on the fact that it seems to be getting stronger as we go towards the building, I am charging in there to try to save Bunsey and potentially, if I can find him, baseball.
Okay. Roll athletics for your speed.
It's just gas.
Yeah, you just
Or
smell
really just
gasoline.
Gasoline? Okay,
Yeah.
just make sure it's gasoline,
Yeah.
not like
Yeah.
a gas.
It's not like that
Yeah.
rotten egg smell of like a gas leak. It is gasoline. Okay.
I call 911.
I'm
Going straight for the fire department.
Yeah, I'm assuming that our headquarters would have like an outdoor hose and spigot, right? Maybe.
We're hosing down the car.
It's not a house. That's the only thing.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
it,
It's a
it's,
repurposed
It's a
building.
commercial building.
It wasn't a firehouse at one point.
no.
No.
Oh, this
I'm
is
thinking of a
repurposed
different one
building.
then.
We didn't go with that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Zoe and Tanner, are you still sneaking around opposite sides of the house?
Yeah, trying to find the pink thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you just sprinting for it, or are you trying to be stealthy?
I'm trying
I'll
to
go
be stealthy.
sneaky.
Okay, then both of you roll me stealth.
Oof. I will re-roll that using my last care.
All right.
Hey.
Wow.
At least it
Better.
wasn't the same.
Better.
Yes.
Roughly 33% better.
At least it wasn't the same. All right. What do you tell the 911 operator, William?
That there's a strong smell of gasoline coming all around we just got back to our business, and seems that someone has poured gasoline everywhere.
Okay. They go through the whole getting your address, getting your name,
Yeah.
all of that. You have a description of the person you saw. We're sending someone out.
All right.
Tanner, you scoot around quietly. As Zoe heads around, she immediately steps on a branch. And as she rounds the corner to the back of the building, both of you see a slightly familiar swoop of blonde hair, a bedazzled pink tracksuit. Zoe Winnie is facing you directly. Her eyes kind of blank as she reaches into her pocket and pulls out a book of matches.
I will immediately go to grab the book of matches, if not have to tackle her. I mean, I'm just
Yeah, I was going to say the
Complete
same thing.
reaction.
The both of you will have to use a whole action to sprint to
Mhm.
get her, because she is
okay.
smack in the middle. Roll me athletics and see how that goes. And it's kind of weird as she is moving.
Oh, no.
Bless your heart. Thank
Oh,
goodness.
yes.
As she is moving, it's actually almost hard to look at her. It seems as though, if you had to describe it in words, that every part of her is vibrating in space. Or maybe she's flickering just so fast like a strobe light that it's hard to lock your gaze on. Your eyes don't want to focus. Your brain doesn't want to process it. It's one of the weirdest things you've ever seen, and you're seeing it with your actual plain old eyes. Zoe, you are not fast enough to make it there in time. You do your best. Your feet slipping on the ground, scrambling just as fast as you can. Jerry Tanner, you manage to reach her just as she strikes a match.
And I grab the end of the match to extinguish it.
Roll me dex. See if you can do it before she drops it. Them 17s, y'all.
Right?
This episode is brought to you by the number 17.
Hell yeah.
You don't grab it before she drops it, but your hand swoops in to just like clasp it in a closed fist. You're gonna take a point of damage.
Yep.
That's smart. That's the real match. That ain't no phantom match.
Nope.
She looks at it and then reaches to pull another.
Try to smack it out of her hands.
So you can make it up to Winnie about this point too, if you'd like.
Yeah.
Spear.
I will absolutely try to at least
high low.
Oh yeah. So we out of nowhere.
grab the match, matches away from her.
Both of you are trying to smoosh the matches away from her. I will have just Jerry roll this with advantage.
Okay.
That'll be athletics again, yeah.
Okay. 23.
Ooh.
Nice. Both of you just like lunging, hands out, launching yourselves at Winnie to try and just disarm her of the matches. She falls backward, kind of like rolling a little bit in the grass. Tracksuit just all stained up. She's gonna be so mad about that.
Rhinestones all over the place.
Oh, it says juicy on her butt. Oh no.
She gets up onto her hands and knees, gaze snapping up at you, and she looks furious.
Winnie, do you
Oh,
know where you are?
I'm not starting to talk. I'm grappling and trying to pin her to the ground.
Okay.
Oh, I
Roll me
mean, no, you
athletics.
can do that. I'm just trying to talk to her.
Yeah, roll me athletics. I will roll. I don't have a sheet for her. I'll just go roll a d20.
That's about right.
Yeah, she's small.
Yeah.
How do you? She's on her hands and knees. How are you trying to grapple her?
Tackle her to her side and just kind of hold her to the ground by her shoulders.
Like face down? Or like-
Right now, she's trying to set our building on fire. I don't care as long as she's on the ground.
Okay. So the way I'm picturing it is you kind of like basically knock her arms out from under her.
Mm-hmm.
And then just like elbow in the middle of her back.
Just keep her pinned to the ground with my body weight.
Yeah. She immediately starts shrieking. Everybody out front or inside can hear the sound of a feral woman screaming her entire head off. It's actually louder than she should be. And it makes anyone who can hear it just a little uncomfortable. That like sense that someone is watching. That something bad is looming nearby. The second you hear this shriek, it just trickles down the back of your neck.
Run to the containment unit.
She is swatting and clawing.
Yelling for baseball.
I'll do my
And-
best to help restrain her.
As you both put hands on her, the weird flickering that made it hard to lock your gaze directly on her gets more intense. And after a couple of seconds, you feel like just for an instant, your hands went through her. You felt grass. For a second.
Well, still holding her. Zoe, do you feel that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. That's new.
I yell at the top of my lungs, "Hey, guys!"
So I can determine that scream's not natural, right?
Yeah, it doesn't feel right at all.
Cool. All right, they keep saying salt works on this shit, so I'm just gonna go grab the salt. Let's see what they can think of. Right now, I'm not grab. He'll come around because he doesn't know what's back there. It's like they went running for something pink.
Yeah.
He's like, he was primarily going like he was calling 911. Then they started that terrible screech happened, and they're like, "Hey guys!" He's like, "I'm just gonna go grab some salt." Come out there, come around.
Yep.
You kind of dart around the back of the building to see just Jerry and Zoe, mostly just Jerry, pinning Winnie to the ground as she thrashes and screams. A little book of matches, a few feet off on the ground.
I'm gonna take those.
Yeah.
Good idea. Gonski, Spencer, what are you guys doing?
Pet retrieval.
Proper ghost containment protocol. I'm dancing in front of the fucking trap waiting for it to turn green so I can take it back outside because I don't know what's waiting outside.
Okay.
Pack is still on, just come on.
Someone mentioned a PK meter. Who had it?
Gonski.
I
Ow.
did.
Bummer. Okay.
Okay. Once I get Bunsey, and I see that baseball is with Jerry, I'm gonna run back outside, like, I don't know, put him in the car, just a place for him to be safe that's not potentially about to be firebombed, and run back around with the PKE.
Okay. You're not going to be able to get there in time because that's a lot of stuff you're doing.
Yeah.
But you will
I'm
get
not
there.
looking.
You will get there. What do you do with the salt, Chambers?
Ask Zoe what I do with the salt. She's always the one
Fair.
that mentions salt. I was like, what do I do with the salt?
Come on,
Like-
okay.
Her mouth's
If-
open.
if-
Maybe you sprinkle it in there.
She's in
Yeah,
her
sure.
well.
I mean, her head is
I'm
facing down. That would be very hard.
I'm not listening
Well-
to Jerry. I'm literally looking at Zoe.
I don't know.
Well, if we
Right?
can flip her over, I mean, I can. The stupidest thing that ran into my head was
Open her
literally doing
eyes.
a cross of salt on her forehead. Literally, like,
Okay.
licking my thumb and putting it on
Won't
that
that
way.
work
I
on her-
don't know.
The back of her head?
Forehead, because hair on the back, skin contact. Come on, just
Flames,
Yeah.
flames on the side of my face.
heaving flames, heaving.
Ooh.
Yeah. Unless we also want to do a circle assault, but I don't think that'll work because I don't know. She was flickering in and out of existence.
Everyone holding her.
This
Roll
is
me
new.
athletics.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Do I still have advantage?
For what?
The help from Zoe?
Yes.
Yay. Ooh,
Zoe needs no assistance.
Oh, too bad that doesn't count.
I have a
Oh,
Damn.
Didn't matter.
Have another 20. What say you now?
what about that one?
It feels like she is
Play the
getting
20s.
really hot.
uh-oh.
You can
Can we
feel the
not?
heat pouring off of her. And every so often, you feel the heat pouring inside of her. It is wrong on all levels as she continues to flicker and scream and thrash.
Can
I
we pull
throw
her
the
away?
salt on her. No one's giving me
And-
answers for the dude the salt.
and-
Just a handful of salt. Wait,
She is a well-seasoned screaming
Okay.
bitch.
that did nothing. Y'all lied to me. Move her away from the building.
Yep,
You gotta
that's my
slowly
next move.
rotate, man. You gotta rotate. You want an even coating.
Yeah, we're
I
moving
will-
her away from the building.
Yeah,
Put on
and
a
even as
smoker
we're doing that,
setting.
I will just start saying any sort of Bible verse that comes to mind. Any sort of basically, I will go full what I would consider like exorcist. Like, I cast you out, demon. I don't know what the
Okay.
heck. This is new territory for me.
Roll me
Just
performance
you.
just for funsies. I want to see how well this sounds.
For the moment that was going through everything.
Okay.
As the
Oh,
two
yeah.
of you
Benny.
hold her
Oh,
down,
That
Maybe.
sounds about right.
Yeah.
she
Can I
can.
spend an intervention for her?
I mean, she said it was just for funsies.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's not going to matter.
Okay.
It wasn't like the power of
Yeah.
conviction that
It
was
could
going
be
to make a
crit,
difference.
and it's just gonna be a well
Just
performed.
so
Okay.
awkward.
I'm not
So
actually a minister. I don't
awkward.
know
You're pretty
anything.
sure you heard this on like television. Like, did you learn that from Winchester? Like, what's happening here?
Probably yes. Yeah,
Well, it doesn't
Yeah.
work. The flickering gets more and more intense. You like feel the ground underneath your hands, and you feel like, oh God, is that the inside of Winnie? Before she flickers one more time, and she is gone.
Oh shit!
I didn't
Back
do
the
it.
cars up. Back the cars up. I immediately run to go get start backing the vehicles away from the house.
Hey, Gonski, you made it to the back of the house.
PKE the fuck out
It
of
is
that thing.
screaming where Winnie had been laying on the ground. It
Okay.
starts to almost immediately die back down, but it was wailing for like a second.
I go over the entire perimeter on the off chance that she may have left some sort of trigger, or other incendiary on a timer?
I will.
Yeah, you don't find anything like that.
I will go inside to my research area to see if there's anything missing.
You don't find anything missing.
Okay.
I
I'm waiting for the fire department.
I'm waiting on this trap to go green.
While
Ding!
we're waiting, I will call.
Snatch. Carefully.
I will call Winnie's mom
Okay.
just to see if. Oh, is Winnie at home? You know, just checking up on her. Yeah,
Evens or odds?
evens.
Hey, it's always been fours.
This whole time. This whole time.
Mhm.
Just like 17s. Yeah, she answers.
Japan, that'd be bad.
She sounds kind of tired. She's like, hello?
Hi, Mrs. Connor. This is Zoe Rom from Ghostbusters Franchise 13. I was wondering, is Winnie at home?
Oh my gosh, will you just leave her alone?
I do apologize, ma'am. I just have a
Is this
couple of
like
follow-up
another
questions.
survey?
No, ma'am. No. It's possible that there's something related to one of our friends. We're trying to follow up on all these very supernatural occurrences, and we just want to make sure that they're
Oh my
not
god, that
all
sounds like a
related.
survey to me. Hold on.
I promise you it's not a survey.
You hear her like throw aside blankets, open a door, walk a little, open another door. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Yeah, she's here.
I do apologize. Out of game. What time is it?
It's like 9 o'clock by now.
Okay. Is she asleep? Is she awake? May I talk to her?
I mean, she's asleep.
Can you wake her up,
No, what? What is this about?
please? It's possible either she has a evil twin or she was just here on the property of our headquarters.
Oh my god, you are crazy. You are actually crazy.
Ma'am, you were the one who had a excavated hole in your sunroom.
I'm also the one that
And you
paid you
heard-
$1,000 to get rid of the. Okay, roll me persuasion, Zoe.
Okay, let's see. Meh.
Click.
Mhm.
Click.
Cool. I will go back to everyone and basically be like, so just talk to Winnie's mom. Apparently she's asleep in their house.
That's a neat trick.
Very.
All right.
Unless this was the doppelganger or something, I don't know. Or some weird astral projection.
Jen, I guess we could probably wait till next time, but I'm definitely calling what I told you at this point.
Okay.
Phone a friend, Regis.
Yep.
Okay. We have a few minutes as the
Okay.
as the fire engines
Crank them.
make their way up the street. Who's going to deal with the firemen if you're on the phone?
Appoint Zoe.
Okay.
Zoe, I'm guessing you're just going to tell them bare bones. Someone
Yeah,
put
I'm
gasoline
just
on your
gonna-
house?
Yes, I'm just going to say when we returned to our headquarters, we exited our vehicles, we smelt gasoline, and both me and another associate saw a figure scoot around the building perimeter, and by the time we had gotten around, they were running through the they basically jumped the fence and were running across into the woods.
Okay. All right.
And that they had dropped a box of matches on their way out.
Okay, cool. William,
Yes.
do you sneak away to make your phone call, or do you just on the lawn?
No, he'll do it right there.
Okay.
Not hiding anything. He's not hiding that.
Okay. Using your
Phone a friend.
who you gonna call? Phone a friend. Okay.
Yep.
Ghostbusters. Said the thing. Can't not say the thing.
Mhm.
It rings a couple times, and then you hear oddities and entities. This is Ray.
Good evening, Mr. Stans.
That's awfully formal.
Yeah.
Who's this?
It's William Chambers. It's 13, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Ghostbusters number 13 in Charlotte, North Carolina.
How's that going?
Not great. We've got a real increase of spectral energy, and it's looking real weird out here, and we've got very little clues of what's going on.
So normal. Cool.
Yeah.
But as the sound of just a massive amount of things getting like shoved off to the side. So what's going on?
Well, we have a sorority that handed out gold coins from Zoe. What year were those coins?
1883. In fact, as soon as I hear him talking
1883.
about coins, I will just like run over, even with a notepad, to like provide more information if he needs it.
I'll describe what Zoe has written up the coins look like.
Okay.
And everything. It seemed like ghosts would appear where near the places the people who held these coins had. The people who had these coins disappeared for a while. And if, in essence, I could say some of them are acting really weird. Like one of them maybe poured gasoline on a building, phased in and out of reality, and then just vanished.
There's a long
I'll scribble.
pause.
And then
I'll
ended
add,
up
she got
being-
really hot too.
Apparently she got really hot. Also, apparently, after she disappeared, someone called her house and her mother says she's actually in her bed. Other things going on, there are time portals.
You just hear in the background like furious scribbling. You've never heard anyone write so fast in their lives.
Definitely able to cross over to the other side, but it's literally like a bubble over there because you basically can just see what you see from the
A
outside.
time rift? You have a time rift?
Not really a rift, as it's just that section. You can't see like the rest of, I guess, that time if you cross over. You just still see the area as you would see it outside of it.
And any chance it's a little 1883-ish?
That would be a good guess of a timeline.
So is it a sorority maybe like a, I don't know, a cult?
More than likely.
Okay. just
But I'm not legally allowed to say so.
I'm not gonna tell anyone.
Zoe raises an eyebrow about this conversation.
Not more than likely, but I'm not legally allowed to make that distinction.
I'm not a lawyer. As just the sound of like books toppling over and just like frantic typing on a computer.
He did move away from the firefighters for this conversation. He didn't move away from his people, but he's not saying all this near the firefighters.
And after a second, it goes completely silent. You might be in real trouble.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Where are you? What city is this?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Anyone giving you a date?
Not. Anybody give anybody a date? Like numbers, not asking anyone out.
I was about to say, Gon's tried to get a date.
Not helping.
Dry intelligence. See if I remember anything, because I don't know.
Sure. Everybody can give me dry intelligence.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm not recalling a date.
14.
I can.
I'm not recalling a specific date, but the whole
Oh, I hope it wasn't Jerry Tanner.
initiation of the
You know what?
sororities.
I'll
next
use
week.
one of my advantages.
Hell yeah.
Never mind.
Oh,
Really dumb. Luckily, I get to choose the higher one, so I'm not really
Mhm.
dumb.
I am.
The only one of you who would have been able to answer this question was Zoe.
Hey.
And yes,
Hell yeah.
Winnie did mention that
Yeah.
the ceremony
Next week.
for pledges was next week, and next week would be a couple days from now.
Mhm.
Do you say anything, Zoe?
Yeah, I will. I will.
Yeah, you
I
keep
will.
that nugget of information
Nope.
to yourself.
Yes, I will. Yes, I'm greatly keeping it to myself. You'll never know.
I
But
mean,
no,
you could.
really,
Went in 3 episodes
as soon
early.
as you said, does anyone know a date? I'll say, yeah. Winnie mentioned the initiation, the ceremony for the pledges next week, and then she creepily said, "I'll never betray my sisters."
What exactly was that
With a-
date? Because then he'll find out. He'll ask that because then he'll find out it's actually in a couple days instead of next week.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
you just
If
said.
you, that's a decent enough roll. I'm just gonna assume some common sense in most cases. Zoe, you like pull up on your phone,
I'm sure it'd be on the Facebook or
checking the
something like that.
Facebook for an exact date, and you are 2 days away.
Oh
Mm.
shit!
It is at Bank of America Stadium, which is weird. It's a sorority pledge. That's an awfully big
Yeah.
venue.
Okay.
Oh, great.
So 2 days away. Apparently, this weird thing is being held at the Bank of America Stadium.
Do we have a time?
7 p.m.
Okay.
Is this one of them places we're not allowed to be? Is this one of them hall events, whatever?
So, good news, bad news?
Okay.
Well, actually, I don't know if I have good news. Good news! I might know what it is. Bad news! I don't think I can get there in time. Worse news! You're in for a world of adventure.
Care to be specific?
Yeah, 1883 and cults. They tried to raise Gozer a couple of times. 1883 was one of the years. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but the cult that tried to do that all died. All died. Horrible, gross, disgusting deaths. Smushed under the force of gravity. Gross.
Smush Ward.
Okay.
So, if everything's leading back to 1883, it's got to have something to do with the last time they tried to pull Gozer over here. But man, if they're messing with time, that's exciting. I don't know a lot of cults that can mess with time.
How do we stop them from messing with time?
I will say that's the Alpha Delta Pi.
That is a good question. Anything that big has got to have a focus, a source. And a lot of people almost constantly try to power it. So unless they've got some kind of a elder god in their pocket, who does that? Finding the focus. Finding the focus will drain their battery, so to speak.
Any ideas on how to find the focus, or is it just kind of get lucky?
You said there was a lot of weird stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be... You know what? I'm going to ask you a question. What's the weirdest thing so far?
The weirdest
gut
thing?
instinct. Gut instinct. Throw out an answer. Weirdest thing so far.
The ungodly scream the girl let out when she was when we pinned her to the ground before she faded in and out of reality, or not faded in and out, more like flickered really fast and vanished.
Okay. Okay.
I would have gone
If
with
you're
dragon
right.
personally.
If you're right, then I would guess the coins are the focus.
Okay.
If you're wrong, and that's just like weird to you personally.
I mean, it was weird. Gonski's over here talking about we also ran into a dragon. There's been a lot of weird stuff. So naming it down, lowering it down.
Wait, a dragon?
Acid spit. There was a dragon. There were acid spitting snakes. Ghostly bank robbers that were aware they were ghosts.
Mailman.
Mailmen throwing
okay.
packages.
Dragon? Was it a dragon?
Dragon-like is the best way to describe it. Here, go to this YouTube.
Yeah. And you like hear him like typing. You hear like the videos playing in the background as he like does his own research just by watching. Oh no, that's definitely Gozer. Those two things. Was it the sewer?
Yeah.
Yikes. Those things. I am pretty sure they come from Gozer's dimension. So expect more of those. I would say, objectively, from where I'm sitting, Scream sounds awful. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. Awful. The chunk of land from another time seems like it would have taken a lot of power. So if it's not the coins, it's got to be something nearby. The scar.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm sad I'm going to miss it. You got this though, right?
Well, if we don't, you'll hear about it.
If you don't, we won't.
Hmm?
If you don't, we won't.
Okay. No pressure then.
Because the world will be destroyed.
Yeah, I got that.
You get it? Okay.
That. Yeah. So no pressure then. Gotcha.
Strike me as the kind of guy that works well under pressure.
So far.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very much for your time.
Let me know how it goes. I subscribed to your YouTube.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Need that comment, please.
Oh, and if any of those coins survive, can I have?
sure we can try to make them find their way to you.
I'll send a prepaid envelope. I don't.
But I'll handle it.
Nice. All right. Good
Have
luck.
a good night. Bye.
Thanks, Ed.
So it's Gozer.
Oh, fuck.
Didn't the original crew handle that?
They shut the door on him.
They handled it today times. Not back then. If they're messing with time, they're not bringing the Gozer that was captured.
All right,
So
well,
they're bringing a past Gozer through dimensions, through time. Why here?
Because it sounds like it was tried once before.
making sure the
Well,
packs
I mean-
are charged. Taking equipment inside. Maximize time usage.
Yeah, I'm gonna go help Jerry Lee with maintenance. I want to start on the project we talked about earlier.
We need to start figuring out how we find this focus.
I'll pull up maps and mark any buildings or areas or near
Yep.
in association with the SCAR that are owned or operated by the halls. I'll also point out where the heck the crazy shit that's happened recently has been, see if there's any correlations, connections, or even just, a giant pentagram that forms once I pull the red strings and everything.
Going full like conspiracy nut. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah.
I yell out for Jerry Spencer. Or Jerry Lee, I mean. Jerry Lee.
Is it?
I want you to just hire out your psychic.
Okay.
I'm paying.
Oh, even better.
Okay.
How about have her come
I'm
here?
going over every avenue I can on this.
Gotcha.
How about have her come here so nothing's lost in translation?
Even better. That was the plan.
Okay. As the fire department cleans up the gasoline,
Yep.
so you don't get sparked into flames. That's what we're
Mhm.
gonna
Time
wrap
to
up for the
finally pick
night.
up smoking.
So you have plenty of time to think about how to make a plan and what you want to do. Just throw those ideas in chat for me so I remember to prepare stuff for you. And as tradition, 'tis time for props.
Yeah.
Pierce, you go first.
I'm first.
Yeah.
Who got me good? Who got me real good? I feel like I always pick Jerry. Other Jerry. Cause yeah, I'm gonna help. I'm gonna snatch this ghost kill from Jerry Lee. Crit fail. Just watching him walk of shame as he goes to help the employee.
We meant to do that. I did. I swear.
Get your own ghosts. Get your own ghosts.
Mike. Mike.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear. I gotta give it to Teddy, because he took a way worse ass chewing than what I had.
That's because Teddy fought against it.
All right.
Chef.
Oh God. I'm really, really, really torn. I think at the end of the day, I got to give it to Zoe, just because during that entire heist, when with all the insanity and shenanigans, she was the only person actually like doing what you're supposed to do in these situations and get people safe, as opposed to dealing with the rampant insanity that is our job.
Everybody was trying to get people safe. You were just doing it in very different ways.
I'm just hoping we got some good PR off of that.
Sounds like it.
Were you giving out
Had to
cards
yell
when
at
you were
people.
freeing them?
No, I was doing my best to be humanitarian and everything, and I would have left that up to Chambers to do the whole giving out cards, which he did.
Zoe was giving
Next
out
time.
hugs. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have short
Okay.
customer surveys for you to slip in their pockets for next
All right.
Oh,
Yeah. We got more
Lou.
Eddie blooper reels.
oh gosh, I gotta give it to Pierce for that double crit, damage crit,
Hell
the
yeah.
whole massive.
That
That
so
was-
great.
Still
You will
standing.
never do any better than that ever.
No.
Never ever. And you know what? Didn't have to. All I had to do it once.
And finally, Brad.
It's a lot. Some of them, however, were taken. I'm gonna give it to Zoe for repeatedly being an absolute bother to to Winnie's mom.
Always so professional about it too. That's the
Yeah, I
worst
know.
part.
It's she's
Straight
so
to customer
professional,
service.
but it's like her mom is just so angry, like so upset, but at the same time can't yell at her because she's not like she's just being like,
Nope.
no, ma'am, it's of course not, ma'am. We're just doing
Dense
this.
woman.
Like,
That
He came
is
to your house to fight a
17
ghost.
That
Be
is
reasonable.
17 years worth of administrative assistant service. I know what I'm doing. I'm professional.
Awesome. Great job, guys.
Mm.
That went totally fine, right?
Right.
Yeah.
No one died.
That was
no one's ever good.
Predicted your
That
own
was a
death.
given from the beginning.
Right.
Look, man, I set my standards low
I did
so I can be
promise
helpfully surprised.
no one would
The
die.
only
This is
one
a
that gets
feel-good
knocked out.
game. Shenanigans. Pure shenanigans.
1 for 1.
If you want to catch up on previous episodes, we got a YouTube channel full of them. 200 and something ridiculous number. Like 600 hours of games.
More than a month.
Mhm.
700. I don't know. Math is hard, but a lot of hours of game. In addition to this game, going on Thursdays for a few more weeks. We got 3 more
Ooh,
weeks left.
3 more.
Take
Hell yeah,
note,
feels like
you
forever.
are now level 3.
Ooh,
Oh,
Yeah.
So
now
make
I'm a
those
problem.
changes.
Here we go.
thank you.
We'll see if I can adjust the difficulty of my bad guys before the finale. We'll see.
It's all
You have
good.
to
Lesson
you have
hasn't
to
been
like
learned. It'll be
scale
fine.
Gozer up.
Maybe.
If you
Not even
fail
more
enough that
Did you see how
they
hard?
arrive.
Did you see how hard Pierce hit that ghost?
Seriously. And I start to do more damage next time. I get to freak out. We've been over this.
We
Ghost
have-
versus God.
Well,
Look,
if
Does he
they
have a
ask
sheath?
if you're a god, you know what to say. It's fine. But that's
No, thank you.
Thursdays. On Sundays, we
Mhm.
have a Werewolf the Apocalypse coming up starting late.
Oof.
Next month, early May, we've got a Vampire the Masquerade game.
Yeah.
Twice a week. Twice a month. On
Twice a month.
Saturdays. I'm losing the
Losing
ability
it.
to
You're
speak.
losing it. You're losing it.
And we have a Hunter game starting in May as well, coming up. That is still open to sign up for if you want to on our Discord. Speaking of, we have a Discord. It's where we get all of our players for all of our games, vote on games sometimes. We've just been making decisions lately, like a boss. Hang out with us, chat with us, talk about stuff. And some of us have other Twitch channels and things that we do in our free time.
What? Who?
You!
Me?
Specifically
What?
you!
What is he branded video games or something?
Brev Noir, what is going on with your channel?
Well, I'm doing a couple of collabs, playing some, let's see, between Power World and Elden Ring, while also slowly playing my way through Monster Hunter Wilds. You can see me just get my ass kicked by giant monsters.
Horton.
Regular.
Looking right.
You know what I like. You know what I like. Perfect. Mike, you been doing stuff lately?
Yeah, especially since the whole tournament format for Pokemon trading card game just switched up, had its rotation. So I'm hoping to be on a lot more with that, with exploring the new format. And here soon, I'm actually hoping to have my video game setup back going because I am getting a new PC before too long.
Ooh,
So I'll actually have USB 3.0 ports again.
I love new tech. I love new tech.
What stuff?
And I can also be caught at McStabber Studios on Fridays. Not this Friday. Next Friday, starting again. I am in their Friday Vampire game, but they run a ton of World of Darkness stuff. If you just cannot get enough
They are brave
of a
enough to
world's
do made on stream. That's what's up. More
If you-
power to them, because oh man,
right. Listen, somehow the World of Darkness is better than this one. Way too often. I'm just gonna go away now. You guys have a good night. I'm sad.
Night.
call it like that. I'm out. Whatever. Stream's over.